Okay, so good morning,
Good morning.
Jade. Girl, I have seen some photos of you online lately and some videos. I am completely impressed by your art and the direction that you're taking. But I want to welcome you to my show from A to Z. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to be interviewed. Okay,
Thank you
so
for letting me be here.
let's start with an introduction because I know people have seen you on the Kelly Clarkson show. You're an award-winning pole dance instructor. You're also a collegiate athlete. Girl, those legs. Can we talk about you? How are you doing? Who are you? What
Oh,
do people need to know?
oh man. There's a lot to me. I am a multifaceted, multidimensional female artist. Yeah, I was not expecting you to bring up the legs because that was a long time ago. But
Girl,
yes, I did.
your legs are amazing, though, for real. I mean, you're a pole dance instructor, and everybody has seen your videos. You just put out a story on Facebook, and those legs, honey, amazing.
I'm glad I still have them because I don't run like I used to. But yeah, I was a collegiate athlete. I had a full ride scholarship at one point in my life. Ran track for a very long time. Award winning. I have so many medals I can't even hold them up. So that I had one when I ran track, and I'm also a singer songwriter. There's so much to me. I'm a model. I'm an actress. Um, what else do I do? I'm a wife. I mean, there's so many things that I do. And what I feel like people should just know about me is just really just how everything I do ties in with who I am as a person. Everything I do, I feel like is art. I know a lot of people may not feel comfortable with everything that I do, and that's fine. I'm not meant for everybody.
Mhm.
The people who do want to get to know more about me, they have to understand that I dwell in all of these things so that I can be the best artist that I can be. So I can give y'all what y'all looking for. And it takes time. It takes a lot. And like I said, there's so much to me. I can't even think about it off the top of my head.
Yeah,
Just talk about it.
yeah. Well, we're going to get into that. So, uh, doing my research about you, you started performing at 6 years old.
Yes.
Became a track and field champion, and then injuries brought you to music. Let's talk about that a little bit. So the singing starting at 6. Where did you start singing at?
So I guess I got to take you back before I get you to that point. But I was actually a dancer dancing before I found out I could sing. So
Oh no.
so I'm dancing in dance schools and stuff like that and performing on stage as a dancer. Well, one day I'm in the rehearsal room dancing and I'm singing "Oops, I Did It Again" by Britney Spears. And the dance teacher heard me and was like, she needs to sing. She has a voice. And, at the time it was like, she can't sing. And because nobody else in my family can. So it was very odd that, I could sing. And so I learned, the dance teacher instructor had asked me to learn a song, Because You Loved Me by Celine Dion, and perform it on stage at the dance recital.
Oh.
And yeah. And so I'm here learning all of these choreographies. I'm in ballet, I'm in tap, I'm in jazz, and I'm in hip hop. And then I have to go sing on stage this beautiful song by Celine Dion. And I'm a very young girl. I think I'm 6, 7 years old. I'm be honest with you. I don't remember how. I believe it was 6. And it was kind of just history from there. So, but I also was running track at this
Mhm.
time as well. I was competing. I was running summer track, AAU, USA, and that kind of led me into being the athlete that I was at one point. Did that answer? I think that answered the question.
Mhm. Mhm. So, how did you get injured?
Okay, so I don't know how. So I wasn't injured when I was younger. I got injured
Mhm.
when I was in college.
Okay.
So I actually have arthritis in my feet.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wore these. So I don't know if you know, but when you wear spikes or track shoes, you got to wear them a half size smaller. Well, the coach gave me a very small shoe. And
Oh.
thinking I can fit I have a very high arch. So me thinking I can fit my foot in there, and it fit, but taking off I completely fell straight to the ground. My toe was just like, nope. So I got badly injured on that aspect, and I had got a concussion in track. But you're probably like, how did you get a concussion? Well, one of my teammates walked in front of me when I was taking off in full speed, and I hit him head first.
Oh no.
What's crazy is he didn't even feel a thing. He didn't feel a thing. He's a solid guy, tall, solid guy. He was a hurdler. He didn't even feel it. And next thing you know, I'm in the trainers, and they said, "Oh yeah, you have a concussion."
Concussions can happen pretty often. A lot of people are walking around that have had concussions and don't even know it.
Correct.
You could fall down the stairs or
Mhm.
bump into something. And I mean, the brain is jelly. So yes, you can be concussed relatively easily. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was horrible. I had so dealing with those two things, and again, me having a full ride scholarship at the time, it was very tough.
Mhm.
But I also had a music scholarship as well. So I was
Mhm.
already battling with those two because the schedules conflicted, track meets conflicted with concerts. So that messed me up. And then the concussion messed me up because I couldn't go sing. So it was a lot of factors that I was like, you know what? I really don't want to run anymore anyways. And the music that I was pursuing at the time wasn't the music that I wanted to do. So that's when I decided to kind of venture off and do my own thing.
Okay, so let's talk about you doing your own thing. Um, you've kind of described yourself as being all over the place, like R&B, pop, rap, classical, in music,
Mm-hmm.
in an industry that really loves to box artists into what they want them to be. How do you stay true to your versatility?
Um, I was asked this question not too long ago, and the first thing that comes to my mind, the first word that comes to mind is just rebellion.
Mm,
I have to be, I have to rebel in order to stay true to myself. I
mhm.
have to pretty much, I don't want to say hurt people's feelings, but I initially have to just pretty much go ahead and whatever they try to make me do or whatever box they're trying to put me in, I have to literally just keep stepping outside of it. You know,
It's okay it's okay in the music industry to hurt people's feelings in order for you to stay true to your authentic self.
correct. And it's very difficult because I feel like a lot of people, and just be honest, try to put me in a box. They hear my voice and they immediately start comparing me to all these types of artists and what they look like and what they sound like. And I'm like, do you not see me? I show my legs, I show my body. I don't fall into this realm of music
Right.
anyways. And then, well, your voice is like this and you should be singing like this. And I'm like, okay, but I don't want to sing sad, you know, music all the time.
You don't want to be Mariah Carey in the mansion.
No.
You want to be Cardi B out.
I want to be everything.
You want to be the
One day I want to be
classical
Cardi B.
singer.
One day I want to be Cardi B. One day I want to be Mary J. Blige. One day
Yes.
I want to be Megan Thee Stallion. One day I want to be Missy Elliott. And then one day I want to be I just want to be, I want to be Teyana Taylor, as sexy and wonderful as she is. And then next thing you know, I do want to give a little Coco Jones. I don't know, but I don't want to be just this, you know, confined.
One thing all the time. Yeah, that is a boring life.
I get
That
bored
is a
so
very
quick,
boring life.
so quickly.
Understandable. So now we're going to talk about something that's not boring
Okay.
because of your versatility. So you were a collegiate athlete, and then you went on to being an award-winning pole fitness instructor. How did you get into pole fitness instruction?
So, in 2017, my brother had passed away, and it took me like it broke me into a million pieces, and nothing that I did worked. Nothing, singing, music, whatever I enjoyed doing no longer was enjoyable. So,
So that was part of your grief journey.
correct. It was,
Okay.
it was horrible. And I was struggling and nothing brought me joy. Nothing,
Mhm.
nothing gave me anything to like look forward to. So one day, I saw on Groupon that there was a pole studio opening up right down the street from me. Like I could walk there
Mhm.
right down the street from me. And it's not opened yet. And it's crazy because I was just looking at like videos on Instagram of pole dancers and how I thought how beautiful they looked, how strong they looked, how fearless they are. I never looked at a pole dancer and was like, no, I was like, I want that. I want what she got.
You know, it's an Olympic sport now.
It is, yes, it's
Ooh.
been in the talks for a long time. And so when she finally opened up Sky, her name is Sky Pole Fitness. When she first opened up, I was her first student. I signed up immediately. And my husband was so thankful that I did something that got me out of the house because I wasn't
Mhm.
in the home at
Mhm.
all. And I was there, I want to say almost every single day. Every single day. It was just me and her sometimes in the class, just dancing, working out, and me learning. And I leveled up very fast. I became an instructor in about 4 to 6 months.
Mhm.
And I won my first pole competition a year from me starting. Pole. Yeah.
Wow, that is fast. But see, that's because you were an athlete before.
So yes, I will say that has helped me.
Mhm.
But when it comes to pole, the amount of flexibility and the way I contort my body to fit the moves on the pole, I
Mhm.
was not ready for. There were certain things that I thought I could do and couldn't do because of the fact that it's more than just strength on the pole. It's way more than what people realize. Like you're putting every sport, ice skating, gymnastics, everything into one and putting it on a big metal stick.
How do you prepare your body for something like that? Did you have to take Pilates or yoga classes, or did you have to go back into your dance history, your athletic history, and kind of use some of those techniques to help you with the pole dancing?
Yes, I definitely used what I had and
Mhm.
some skills that I knew that I had possessed to help me elevate more in pole. Since I did have a dance background, it was easier for me to catch on to choreography, learning
Mhm.
routine. And once I kind of knew what my body was doing, I could create a routine off the top of my head like that. So that has definitely helped. Track, again, being an athlete has helped because I knew how to engage my core. I knew how to engage my shoulder muscles. I knew how to engage my legs. So, like, if I needed to hold on for dear life, I knew how to do that, but still look graceful at the same time. Because track
Mhm.
is really the same thing. Those Olympians, when you see them, they look like it's effortless to them, like Usain Bolt. His muscles, every muscle is engaged, but he looks so graceful running down the track. It's because he's truly mastered his body.
Mhm.
So it's kind of the same it's kind of the same sense when I'm putting it to pole. So I really just, warming up, treating your body how you're supposed to, and that really helped me level up really fast in pole.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So, how do you educate other people who don't understand the skill and dedication that it requires to be a pole dancer or pole instructor? And what would you say to somebody new to pole dancing?
Um, so I always get like what's that word? When people immediately, when I tell them I do pole dancing, they immediately think I'm a stripper or something.
Mhm.
In order for me to educate them, I kind of just give them insight on who I've worked with because they automatically look at me. Oh, she's a Black girl. She has this amazing body. She's stripping. They immediately think that, but then I have to tell them like, hey, I have a 70-year-old client that comes to me and pole dances
Mhm.
and she can go upside down. And you are a 25-year-old woman and you think that this is the worst thing in the world. Sometimes I have to be a little mean when I'm educating people in pole
Mhm.
dancing because I don't think they realize that that they are offending me, but I have to, take it to the chin. I understand what comes with the territory of being a pole dancer. So I kind of just give them insight on who I work with and why I became a pole dancer. Like, for example, I told you I was going through depression and anxiety, and I was going through a lot. That's what got me into pole, not because I wanted to get money from men and dance in their faces and stuff like that. It's because I wanted to try something different and new. And as far as anyone who's new to get into this, I tell them all the time, like, you don't understand how much of a community this is, how it will completely change your life to move your body and to look at your body and to respect it for the things that it can do. It's a different feeling when you're upside down, hanging on by just your legs, and you're just like, wow, I can do this. And it's truly an amazing feeling. And I feel like a lot of women don't put themselves first on how they feel about themselves, sexually, physically, mentally. And pole, for me, was a great step to that. So I'm even more, I was confident, but not like this. I'm much more confident once I started doing pole fitness, and how I can leave somebody feeling once I'm done, like with a class or a private lesson. That makes me feel good when a woman is leaving smiling and want to come back and like, I want to keep doing this. So.
Well, that answer leads me into something that's going to be a little bit controversial for some people, but I have seen more and more openness about it online and around our community, which is some of your performance work explores some themes that make people a little uncomfortable, especially now that you're moving into the BDSM space and the performance space. So why do you push boundaries in your art, and how does that bleed into your personal relationships?
What do you mean? Like, how do I push
boundaries in your art? Like, now you're moving into the BDSM's performance sphere. What is that like? Like,
so
how do you get out of the stigma of people just revealing your intimacy in a public space?
Again, this goes back to what I said earlier, is rebellion. For me, that's just the word that resonates with me. I have to rebel. I have to do it. I have to do it for me. Right. And in order to do it for me, regardless of what other people think. Right. And so I'm trying to put it into words, and I've been thinking about this for a very long time. Like, how can I articulate that in a sense that makes sense to other people? But in order for me to grow as a person and as an individual, growth, right? Someone continuously tries to put this bubble around you, and you're this big, beautiful flower, this big tree, because I think I'm a tree, right? Deeply rooted, and I'm just going to keep growing as big as I possibly can. Well, you're not going to be able to put me in a bubble, right? So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to push against it. I'm going to have to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And to people, that's rebellion, because they want me to stay here. But to me, I'm like, I'm not staying here. I'm not doing it.
I don't see that as rebellion. I see that as exploring who you are in different modes, right? Because how do you know if something isn't for you unless you try it?
Right. And so so I guess for the people I've been around, not everybody, not recently, but like in the past, it's kind of like, how dare you step out and do this? You've been this person. So how dare you step out from being this person to being something else? And that's why it's to me a form of rebellion, because you want me here. This makes you comfortable.
Yep.
But I kind of want to do
you comfortable.
This makes you comfortable. Correct. So when I'm doing something that, again, pushes the boundaries a little bit, to me, that's a form of rebellion. How dare you betray who you once was to go be somebody else? I liked you when you were like this. I liked you when you were sad and crying and depressed and hurt and was looking for answers. And now you're confident and you're sexy and you want to do BDSM. How dare you do something like that? And for me, it's like, I used to listen to that. I used to listen to the people who would they wouldn't say, how dare you, but they would throw things in my ear like, you shouldn't do that. And why would you do that? Couldn't be me. Da, 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 woo, woo. And I'm like, in order for me to step into this world that I really want to try and see,
Mm-hmm.
I have to rebel. And to you, someone who's open-minded, you see that as growth. You see that as a beautiful thing. But to
Mm-hmm.
someone who doesn't have the mindsets that we have, that's betrayal. That is betraying everything that they were taught to believe and to do. And I'm stepping out of that.
Well, so the betrayal part, really, it's only for two people,
Mhm.
right? Or
Mhm.
two beings.
Mhm.
Your husband, as
Mhm.
long as he supports you, there shouldn't be an issue with anybody else. And as
Correct.
long as you have God on your side, girl, you are good to go.
That's it.
Or
That's
the
all.
universe or whatever you believe in. As long as that higher power is
Mhm.
supporting you
Correct.
and is showing you that, yes, you can explore this side of who you are.
Right.
You can open yourself up to possibilities and you have your husband's support.
Mhm.
That's really all that matters.
Absolutely. And again, you have men that be like, how could your man would let you do something like this and let you walk out and do this and do that? Again, that's what they think. That's their mindset. I'm
But that's
sorry, I
not
don't
their relationship.
You said what?
That's not their relationship, though.
Correct. That's not what y'all this ain't, and it's so funny because I mean, if I want to keep it 1,000, those same men that say that be the same ones in my inbox trying to get at me. So I'm confused.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm confused. So
Yeah.
you shun a woman like me, but behind closed doors, you want a woman like me. I don't know
The
what to tell you.
duality of being a woman in this world and then being somebody's wife and the roles that a lot of people want us to fulfill because of their ideals. I
Correct.
applaud you
Thank you.
and your husband for being supportive. I have a very supportive husband as well. So
I love that.
I understand that type of relationship. Now we're going to pivot to your music because I really want to talk about you as a wife, a business owner, an actress, an artist. How do you balance everything without kind of putting yourself into one box?
I don't. I,
That's
I
good.
I don't. I guess I don't balance myself. Because everything that I do, I guess let me explain this. All that I am doing is me, so
Mm-hmm.
it feels right. And so it doesn't feel like I'm balancing anything, if that makes sense. I
Yeah.
just kind of
Yep.
go with whatever feels good at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go in and I do it. And then when I no longer kind of, I'm like, all right, I put my energy into that because it felt good. Now I can go over here and do this because now I have inspiration to do that. So it kind of, so I guess that's in a sense balance, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't try to overthink it. Because when I do, I've noticed when I try to balance it out myself, I start to lose my mind. Because now I'm putting stipulations on myself.
Yep. Yep.
I don't want to do that. So
Sometimes being balanced does not work, especially as an entrepreneur and a businesswoman and a wife, for sure.
correct.
There are times where I have to plan way ahead for a lot of stuff in order for me to accomplish what I need to get done in
Right.
my personal life. And my husband is very accommodating. So I know what that feels like. There is no balance. And he sees now there's no balance. I've worked with clients until 3 o'clock in the morning and gotten up at 5 o'clock in the morning and gone to my job,
Man.
my everyday career. So
Right.
it's really hard for us being entrepreneurs to
Mhm.
balance. I
Absolutely.
get that. So on the artistry side, I do want to talk about this Kelly Clarkson show appearance that you had, because girl, it was amazing, first of all.
Thank you.
Can you walk us through, like, how did you get to the Kelly Clarkson show?
Yes. So, I got hit up by a friend that said, "Hey,
Mhm.
I think you should do this. I think you should do this, this karaoke search. That's what it's called." And she was like, "You will be amazing. You sing so good. she would be blown away by your voice. I said, okay. So I decided to look into it, and I was like, you know what? Fine. I'll go check it out, and I'll go see. There are some things that happen behind the scenes that I'm technically not supposed to talk about.
We're not going to talk about it.
On how I got close to Kelly. Mm-hmm. But let's just say my music at the time caught the attention of some people behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. And it kind of just fell, that like the universe just was like, oh yeah, this is what you need to do. So I did not know Kelly was going to be there, though. That I did not know. I thought I was just going to go sing, do a quick audition, and then I was going to leave, and they was going to tell me, you know, and later on. I was not expecting to see her, to meet her, and to sing with her. So anyways, the producers was like, hey, we really like you. We think you're awesome. You have a great personality. You're smiling. You sing very well. And I was like, oh, thank you. So on and so forth. And we'll get back to you. Mm-hmm. And then I got a phone call from one of the producers. They wanted to hear my story. They wanted to hear about me. And then next thing you know, I get a surprise Zoom call like this, a surprise meet call. Mm-hmm. And Kelly pops up and said, you're going to Hollywood with me, and you're going to sing on stage with me. I was like, what? Mind you, I had to go up against two other girls for this spot. One girl was on The Voice already.
Oh,
amazing vocalist, by the way. Her name is Dana Lewis. Amazing vocalist. And the other girl, she was also on The Voice, I believe, as well. I don't remember her name, but they were both very sweet girls. Mm-hmm. Powerful, amazing vocals. So to be chosen between them two was truly
validation.
It was definitely validation
of you as an artist, because Kelly is an amazing singer herself.
Oh my God, her voice is insane. To hear it live next to me,
just thinking about her gives me goosebumps.
She's insane. Yes. So yes, that's kind of how that went. And then I got flown out to LA
you got flown out.
And I was so scared. I was terrified. I've never, in the history of me doing music, I've never been next to someone as powerful and as amazing she is. By the way, she is from Fort Worth, Texas, which was awesome. And then I've never just been in that environment before. So I was very out of my element, extremely. And then there were certain things, the song that she chose, never heard it before. So I was terrified because I had to learn this song in a very short amount of time and sing with her. And so I was scared. I was so scared on stage, but afterwards I just boohooed and cried because I was like, I did it. It may not have been what I wanted it to be, but I did it. And I cried.
You did. Yes. And we watched you.
Yeah.
We saw you on the show. So I was like, I know her. Yeah, it was amazing. Congratulations on that moment.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you for doing that. I know it takes a lot of courage to get up there and sing a song that you don't know and learn it on the fly.
Yeah.
So
kudos
to you. And that's just a testament of you as an artist. And as a thinker as well, because when you're put in those types of situations, you know, you have to be fluid.
Correct.
So I want to talk about your fluidity with opening up for other artists and appearing in music videos, ma'am.
Yes.
What is the difference between being a featured artist and then being a part of somebody else's vision?
Sorry if you hear. Okay. I was about to say someone's car is going off.
No, you're good.
So it is very different for me because I'm used to putting myself in the forefront, and I guess this sounds a little selfish, but I'm used to being in the forefront. I'm used to being.
That's not selfish. You're an independent artist, of course.
Yeah, I'm used to that. So taking the time out to be something else, like I guess a backup dancer in a sense, and being in other people's, helping other people's visions come alive is very, very different. But as long as I'm being myself, I can be me within that vision. It's much easier to remove myself from being, I guess, essentially the star, and just be an artist, just create, just make the vision happen. I'm not used to it, but I'm used to it, if that makes sense. Like, I can do it, but I'd much rather be the star of my own show, obviously.
What was it like? Who have you opened up for?
Like singing or
Yeah,
just for
music
music?
artists. Music.
When I was younger, I've opened up for Marcus Houston and Alicia Keys
Oh, okay.
at the what is it called? The Kwanzaa Fest. It was I was so young though at that time. And who else did I open for? I opened up like I sung the national anthem and opened up for the Gridiron Games, which was super awesome. And football players are so crazy. Anyway,
yes, they are.
They are just
with those uniforms, girl.
Yes, just and what else?
I feel like Miss Clary sometimes on Still Magnolias in a locker room, just looking at everybody like, wow. I digress. Okay.
Yeah, I just be like, come on, y'all. But that's the only thing that comes to mind. If I'm being forgetful, I know I sung I wouldn't say I opened up for her, but it was an amazing opportunity to sing on the same stage with Kiki Wyatt. I sung before she got on stage, and Kiki Wyatt actually touched me, looked at me, and said, "You have a beautiful voice." I could have cried at that moment.
Well, you do.
Thank you.
Do. Yes. And with this interview, we're going to be posting all of your links that you sent me in the caption. So I want everybody who's watching this show, please make sure you go and click on her links. Her art is amazing. Her page is awesome. Her social media is just, it's really diverse. She has everything on there. So I encourage you all to please go check out Jade Massentoff on all platforms, please. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So let's go into giving pressure.
Let's get into it.
the self-funded album. Yes. Why did you start off with that EP being self-funded?
Because I wanted to keep it 1,000. I wanted to prove to my father that I could do it without him.
Ooh.
Again, rebellion.
Okay. Rebellious, yes. Yep, I was there. And when did you create this EP?
I created it. I started in 2021, and I finished it and released it in 2022.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. Yes, because at the time when I was doing Giving Pressure, I was also acting at the time as well. I had a lead role at the Jubilee Theater at the time. So I was doing that, and I was acting in other stuff and auditioning, and as well as trying to record my music.
What were you acting in at the Jubilee?
So I had got a lead role in a play called Hoodoo Love that Katori Hall herself wrote. I don't know if you know who Katori Hall is.
Yes, I do. Oh, wow.
So I was chosen to play the lead role as a young girl named Tolu, who was pretty much in love with this guy who does music, and he can sing, but he's a Rolling Stone. And she pretty much gets so, I guess, obsessed with the guy that she performs hoodoo. She gets the candy lady to perform hoodoo to try to keep him around, but it ends up turning real left, real bad, because her brother becomes, it gets really bad. It's a trigger warning. It should be a trigger warning for the play, because it gets intense. And I had to do a sex scene right as soon as the play starts. There's a sex scene with me, and then there's another sex scene, but it's brutal in the middle of it, and then it just so I'm having to get into this mindset. Mind you, I've never had a lead role ever before in a play. I've never done theater in high school or anything like that. I was raw turkey in it.
So, what experience in your life did you kind of draw from to give you the advantage of being live in a live stage play?
Well, I actually got lucky because since it was during COVID times, it wasn't live.
Oh,
So,
nice. Okay.
yeah, it wasn't live. It was recorded, but it wasn't live. And I actually very much so appreciated that. Because again, I was so scared and I was so nervous. And we ran it like a play, like it was supposed to be live. We ran it like it was supposed to be live. So I did get that experience, but nobody was in the theater. It was just the director and the videographers that recorded it.
Did that help you with some of the nervousness?
Absolutely. That helped so much because
Yeah.
I actually messed up in the beginning. Very, very beginning. I was supposed to walk out first before the light came on me. And I didn't know that. I've never done this before, right? And he was like, let's run it back. So it gave me an opportunity to fix my mistake. I didn't have any mistakes after that. And I only had to do it once, which was so nice because, you know, in plays, you have to do it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I only had to do it one time. I was so thankful.
Yes. Is it posted online? Is the play posted?
I have it.
Oh, you have it.
I have it. Am I supposed to have it? But I have it.
Gotcha.
And I don't know if I'm allowed to share it. I might have to ask him that because this was a while ago. So
is there like some place that somebody can stream it or they can purchase it?
So around the time when the play was out, people could stream it and watch it at home and everything like that. But I don't know if it's like that now. I think that would really be cool if they did offer that though.
Find out, because if so, then we can put the link with your YouTube video.
Yeah, and that'll be really cool because people have asked me to see it, and I'm like, I have it, but I have to literally give it to you, like it's on a flash drive. And then again, I don't know if I don't want to get in trouble. I don't know if I'm even allowed to even do something.
We want them sales.
Okay, so I'm like,
yeah.
It'd be all right. I mean, my hair was different. I didn't have locks at the time. I was a loose natural. They can see me all in my raw glory.
That is amazing. It's nice to have a variety in the arts, a variety of a background in the arts. A lot of people do, if they're a singer, they just stick to singing.
Right.
But, like Debbie Allen, she was a dancer. She's an actress. She's a singer. She did all kinds of stuff. And I kind of see you in that light as well. You're very multifaceted. And it's very interesting to watch your journey through trying different things and experiencing different types of art. So, yes, you have said that you wanted to open a door for your artistry. Tell me what that means and what can you tell other artists to accomplish the same thing?
Well, yes, I want to open a new door. I'm trying to create a new sound. I
Mm-hmm.
want to create a sound that I've never had the opportunity to do, and really just kind of breaks me away from any norm. I wouldn't, if that makes sense. And I want to be able to, I want people to see me for who I really am as this multifaceted being. And I want my music to reflect that. I want my music to reflect that. I want people to see me as the artist that I see myself. Mm-hmm. And I know that takes a lot of effort on my part, obviously. But I'm hoping that when people hear me and hear all the things that I do, I know I'm a lot to consume, but it will make more sense once I create this new sound or I move in this direction. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen eventually. And I want people to see me for who I am, all that I've been through and why I am who I am now. Mm-hmm. And I would say to other artists, in order to do that, you really have to get away from anybody that does not see the vision. Anyone that is trying to stray you away from what you're trying to create, you have to remove them from your circle. And I know that sounds harsh. It could be people that have supported you for a very, very long time.
Mhm.
That's awesome. But there's seasons and there's reasons and there's seasons. And sometimes you don't have to like get rid of them, cut the bridge off or anything. But sometimes you gotta don't even tell them anything. Just go do it. And I would
Mhm.
say don't be afraid to create something. You don't have to put it out even if you don't want to, but go ahead and just start moving towards that. Create it and surround yourself around people. And that might mean new people who hear you and then who love it and then want to support it. And that's what I've been doing recently. I don't know if you saw, but I met up with a metal band yesterday or 2 days ago. I met up with a rock band. They do
Yep.
rock music. I mean, heavy metal.
Mhm.
But it was the simple fact that I walked in because I was like, I just want to step out into something in a world I've never been in before. You know, I don't know who the Misfits are. My husband was like, you don't know who the Misfits are? I'm like, baby, no, I don't know who those are.
Yeah, we know who the Misfits are. Come on, girl.
Okay, well, I don't think I know who they are. I don't know who they are. But it was just a new world for me. But one of them didn't know who Missy Elliott was.
Mhm.
But he heard a song, but he didn't know who she was, you know? And so I'm like, what if I can just collide the two worlds just briefly? Just a little bit of what they have and a little bit of what I have and see what happens. I don't know. But
Run DMC did it in the 80s.
They did it. They did it.
And it was fantastic. And we still listen to that song to this day. Walk This Way, girl.
Right.
It's amazing.
And so I was like, okay, I just want to see and try. But they were so open. They were so like, I mean, arms wide open, welcoming. They said, I want to help you create this sound. Whereas, unfortunately, in, where I was, they weren't hearing that.
Mm-hmm.
You need to do this because you sound like this and you look like this and you sound like this. Okay, well, I want to do this and I want to do this. So sometimes, breaking away is okay. It might hurt and it might suck, but it's okay. Because at the end of the day, you're doing something, you're giving into that art, you're giving
Mm-hmm.
into that vision. And that's what's more important at the end of the day.
And also, if you have a good team behind you, and of course your husband is your team.
Yes.
But I know you have other people on your side who you consider part of your team. And if they support you and they see your vision and they can think outside of the box with you and help you pivot in a way that is supportive of you as an artist and then protective of you as a person.
Right.
That type of support is invaluable.
Man.
And a lot of artists don't have people in their circle, or they want to keep those people around them who really just want them to be that one thing, because then they get to take advantage of that.
Exactly.
Isn't that why we have entourages? Like, don't entourages do something like that?
Exactly.
Entourage.
Exactly.
It's a horrible thing to have people around you who just want to keep you in that single lane so that they can use you.
Correct.
Well, I am so happy that you have stepped out and you have explored all of the sides of yourself that you would want to explore or that you think you could possibly enjoy. You never know until you try. Exactly. I can't wait to see this collaboration, hopefully with the Misfits. I think that's going to be amazing. I am excited for you. I just have a couple more questions. This is kind of on the fun side. Okay. So what is the best time that you've ever had by yourself? What did you do?
The best time I've had with myself, just alone.
Yep, just alone.
Wow. So I would say the best time that I have with myself by myself is I order some food that I really enjoy, that I love, and I lay a towel down out on the bed, and I put the food on top of that towel because I don't want to mess my bed up. And I'll turn on Black Knight, the movie, but with Martin Lawrence.
Oh my goodness, when he goes back to the past?
Yes.
He was swearing to people. Oh my God, that movie is hilarious.
Okay. Hilarious.
I gotta hear the rest of this.
Yeah, it's really simple. I put on a movie and I'm eating and I'm watching it and I'm dying laughing. I am just in tears and I am so happy. No one's around me. I actually really enjoy my space as an artist. We pour out so much. It's nice to pour it back into ourselves.
Mhm.
And I will watch that movie from start to finish, eat my food, and then I will go grab me some dessert, whether it's tiramisu if I had Italian that day, or if it's ice cream because I had wings that day. I don't know. But
Mhm.
whatever I ate, whatever I was in the mood for, I made sure I bought it. Whatever, I don't care how many calories it had. I ate good food. I watched a great movie. And then once it's off, I probably turn on something else comforting and I get in my bed and then I just drift away to sleep. That's the best time I have with myself.
Those are some of the best times.
It's so peaceful.
Right. When Ryan's gone, it's just me and the dogs. I've done the same thing. I've gotten them snacks, I've gotten me snacks, and we just sit and chill.
That's it.
Nobody around. I laugh. I play with the dogs. We go outside. They sunbathe. I got my feet in the ground. Got to do a little grounding, get a little sun on my face because y'all know I'm so damn light. It's just I need sun. I need the vitamin D and the vitamin E. So yes, I relish those private times, which is why I wanted to ask you how that's how we have to download all of our emotions, unwind from all of the other stressors from the outside world. I love hearing that. Okay. Last question. If you could go any place in the world, anywhere, where would it be?
Oh man. One place.
No matter the amount of money, we're talking like anywhere.
And I can't. And it's got to be one place.
One place.
It'll probably be Maldives.
I could see that being in the water.
Maldives.
Yep.
I'm thinking because I was gonna say Bora Bora, but it's like the same thing. So Maldives. And the reason why I say that is because I just think it's beautiful and peaceful. The clear blue waters. I mean, and to see the world like that. That's something I think my eyes would just, not Nan camera would ever be able to replay what I saw with my own eyes. And I just think that I would just be at such bliss, in such peace. Again, I would do the same thing. If it was by myself, obviously I would want to be with my husband, but if it was by myself, I'll put on a TV, put on Black Night, have some good food, but it'll probably be fish and fruit and Mai Tais, and I would just hear the ocean and hear the water, and I would just go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I would just be like, this is, to me, that's like, I think that's what heaven would feel like in a way. But I think that's where I would want to go. There's many places I want to go, but that would be if no money.
One of the top. No budget and just go.
Yeah, it would be
Maldives. Yeah, I am an earth spirit, so I love the water. I love being in sand. I love being in dirt. I'm a gardener too, so it's like it's refreshing for me being out in nature. And I'm finding that for a lot of women, especially in high stress fields or who have a lot of businesses going, they're operating a lot of businesses, or they're, in charge of a lot of people, or they're doing a lot of things. They need some time to unwind. And us getting into nature is one of the ways that we unwind.
Yes.
It's so relaxing to be by the water. We took a trip a few years ago to Jamaica for our friend's destination wedding, and we treated it like a vacation as well. And just being in the ocean and just listening to the waves, and it's so relaxing. So I'm right there with you. Maldives, Bora Bora, anywhere on the ocean.
Yeah.
Even that Saudi resort that they built in the shape of a palm tree in the ocean. I could go there too.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
I know, right?
I didn't even hear about that.
Girl, you should go to Google Earth and look at it. It is so beautiful.
Wow.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm
but
gonna need you to text that to me and be like, look this up.
yes, I
I've
will
been
send you. I will text you the resort for sure.
please. I've been wanting to explore different places for sure, because I know I don't know why I don't see my future in the States. Like
Mhm.
I feel like I'm supposed to be out of the country somewhere. So when that
Yeah.
happens, I want to be able to explore all these different places. I've never been to Jamaica, but I want to go everywhere.
Oh, it's fun. Where Ryan and I are looking at going to Montego Bay. There's a resort, the S resort that we're gonna say is like 5 minutes from the airport. I was like, yes, let's go.
Yeah.
When the government opens back up, though,
Correct.
we'll start
Yeah, because we're
planning.
kind of, can't do nothing.
Nothing, girl. It's ridiculous.
It is crazy.
I am so thankful for your time today. Thank you, Jade. You are an amazing multifaceted entrepreneur, wife, business owner, artist, and pole award-winning pole dance instructor, and now moving into the BDSM performance sphere. I am very proud of your journey. I can't wait to hear this song with the Misfits.
Before you say that, because
I'm gonna put it out there. You
you're gonna put
gotta
it out
have a
there.
collaboration with them. You gotta have a collaboration with them. They're
I was
amazing.
say I don't know who they were. They were just
Mhm.
mentioning the Misfits to me.
Mhm.
So I don't know if that's hey, it might be, but I was just
Do it.
like, I wanted to work with these guys and see how they do things.
Yes, I'm very proud of your journey. Any other projects or anything else that you're working on?
Yes, actually. So as I'm exploring in this new sound in this new world,
Mhm.
my husband actually produces and makes music. That's why we're so locked in. And
Awesome.
yeah, so me and him have been talking a lot and officially moving towards recording some music with his beats in mind and
Mhm.
dabbling more into that more hard grungy sound that I want to try with my
Mhm.
voice. So yeah, that's really at the moment, that's what I'm more so focused on top of just managing my mental health.
Mhm.
Because you got to take care of this first.
Mhm.
You got to take care of this first. So other than that, yeah, just dabbling, doing, living, existing, and see where it takes me.
And creating
And
every
creating.
single day.
Every
Absolutely. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for joining me on my show from A to Z. You all look for Jade on social media, Jade Massentoff. Please make sure you click the links in our captions. And Jade, you have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much.
You too. You do the same. Thank you.